What is going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's Mystery Knife Collection giveaway live event. I've actually got a collection of 10 knives that'll be going to one lucky winner tonight. I'm going to reveal those here after just a bit. They're pretty cool. You guys will be pretty pumped. It's an awesome collection valued at, I think, a little over $1,000. I'll let you guys value them yourselves when I show them. But yeah, it's about $1,000 knife collection. So why am I doing this randomly? Because my 750,000 subscriber giveaway event is coming up, and I am not ready. I'm also not ready to start a new round of mystery pouches, so I'm stalling and offering you guys, one of you, a knife collection as a means of saying I'm sorry I'm not ready yet. So yeah, it should be fun. I think you guys will really like the knives. Literally anybody, whether you're somebody who collects knives regularly or you're brand new to knives, whoever wins, I think you're going to be really excited about it. I'm going to move some of these up and try and fill the screen out. The top of the screen there is a little lacking. Oh, hey, Bradford Mitchell, thanks for those memberships there. Thank you very much. Maybe that filled it out pretty good. All right. What's going on, guys? Did everybody have a fun, safe 4th of July? Ours ended with one of those, I think they're filibusters. The really big, like the percussive ones. The ones that go up in the air and they scare the shit out of you. And they go, you see it, you see the flash, and there's nothing else. It's just a really loud bang. Somebody tossed one of those into what was essentially it was like a big plastic bin full of water on the ground at the end of the night and just didn't say anything. Unbelievable. People were standing there. It was some drunk idiot. Everybody's standing there with their kids. This dude just tossed it into a thing of water and it went off. Scared me to death. Terrible, stupid thing to do. Anyways, but the rest of the night was great. The kids were great with the fireworks. Everybody was safe. But yeah. 3:30 a.m. That's just ridiculous. Like, there are plenty of people who don't, participate in the fireworks and are already irritated by it. But like, here where I live, like, people are pretty good. They stop when you're supposed to. But like, the people who keep going and like light stuff in the early, like the AM hours, what are you doing? Like, go to bed, you douche. Like, it's ridiculous. No, the Excalibur's upstairs, and in the bedside rotator thing. Yeah, should have thought of that. God, my mat's like peeling apart down here. This poor Shiro's getting partially covered by the peeling mat. It got sliced at one point and it just curls now. There's non-flipper Koenigs on Blade HQ. Are they the big ones or the small ones? Because if it's a big one, I might just buy it during the stream here. If you want to go look, I'd appreciate it if you'd use my link for Blade HQ in the description, but you don't have to. Oh, crap on a cracker! That's the big one! Ah! Damn it! I'm trying to stream! I'm trying to stream right now! God dang it. Alright, add to cart. Oh no. I have to sign in. They're $865. Maybe I should wait. If they're still available after the stream. I thought I had all my info in on Blade HQ on my computer. I guess not. If they're still available after the stream, I'll buy one. Sever 7 picked your Excalibur from me the other night. Already put a review up. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Well, if you want to see Sever 7's review of my Excalibur, it's up on his channel. I hope he got one with the new clip. Bought an Ursus Quantum off someone. The Discord, it'll be here Monday. That's awesome. Very cool. I'm glad you guys utilize the Discord and buy knives from each other. I think that's great. I think that's cool. From what I understand, it's pretty smooth transactions. I mean, Considering you do have to be a patron to get into my Discord, because it's a paid thing, like most people there are probably going to be pretty honest. So that's cool. I might be pissed if I miss it, but dude, like there's... At any given moment, there's 10 knives that I want, and I really only have the budget for 1 or 2. So I'm trying to leave my budget open because I just spent a lot of money on one of the knives on the table. I think people will be able to, if people are pretty familiar with my collection, then you'll be able to spot the newest. I mean, this isn't my whole collection. These are just some of my nicer ones. But there is one glaring new knife. Bradford Mitchell, that was a really generous donation. Thank you, MCQQ. And comment, do you think Kunlun compression lock for left-handed will be great? So use right-handed compression locks. As someone who is playing WoW during every one of your live streams, I disagree with your take. That's cool. You play WoW during my live streams. I mean, I hope so. Like, I know, like, we plan to do right and left-handed models. I hope that it's ideal for everybody. I feel like the Vertilock is really great. The one that they sent on the prototype Gringo. I've yet to experience it on Excalibur. And I have not experienced the left-handed one, obviously. So I hope it'll be great. What a great review, too. Okay, cool. What flashlight? It's the Reaver Arms Citadel. It's my favorite flashlight. This is the reason I stopped buying flashlights. Because this is like the pinnacle. The only thing I'm interested in terms of flashlights is like a Timascus one of these. Like if Reaver wanted to make me a Zerkatai Citadel, then I'd be interested. Actually, I should hit him up and see when the next opportunity I would have for that would be, because I would totally buy that. That would cost me a couple grand at least, but show the new one. I will here in a sec. Thanks for your donation. I will. I promise. You guys are, everybody who's here right now has a higher than normal chance to win, because when I do a stream on a Friday, there's like 13 or 1400 people at the end. On a Saturday, people are usually doing other things, so the population's lower. And we did it on a Saturday today because of 4th of July. So everybody who's here right now has, I mean, I'm going to guess, we're probably not going to have 1,500 people in here at the end, but typically the population builds till the end. And so you probably, it might only be like 1,000 people in here tonight. It's still like, you know, it's still 1 in 1,000, but if you win, somebody's got to win, right? Yeah, if you didn't know. If you didn't know, it was the 4th of July yesterday. Rob Johnson has the books open on his knives right now. It's awesome. You should definitely pick one up. They make awesome knives. The pen is beautiful. I like, that's the Mayora coating. Oh, we should try to scratch that right now. So this is Balinet Mayora, and it's supposed to be as tough as DLC, or tougher. They claim you can't scratch it, even with a knife blade. Yeah, that just wiped right off. Hold on. I want to leave a mark where we can see the mark. So here you can see the mark. All right, there's the mark. Sorry, my screen is also covered up by the super chats. Keep up the great content. Thank you very much. I will. Well, it certainly appears to not... I mean, like, I don't know what definition you guys are looking at this in, but it appears to not be taking scratches. I know that bothers some of you, but we gotta know. Like, it's hard to tell on this part. Like, the pocket clip is the part that you would see it. This appears to be plenty tough. Yeah, Balinet Mayora is, like, they put it on drill bits. And this is one of the first knives ever to have this coating. I don't know. Should I try to scratch it? This is $1,000 knife. Whatever. Let's see. This is mine. I own it. I know that bothers some of you. I'm sorry. This is for science. So you can see where it ground into the blade, right? Mental Complex doesn't use his knives and doesn't use it. Yeah, this appears to be super durable. Yeah, it just ate it. Yeah, I think their claims are true. I'm bringing it down to look at it in my own light, and there's nothing on here. Yeah, I mean, it's mine. For some people, it bothers them to hear the noise, and I get that. We were talking about this last time. I don't have that, the screeching sound. Like, I guess it's slightly irritating. It doesn't bother me very much, but I understand it bothers some of you guys, especially headphone users. But also, it bothers some people to watch me do that to a really expensive knife. But it's worth knowing, because maybe eventually we get to see this coating on less expensive knives. The coating on that knife is not what makes that knife $1,000. The base price of that knife is probably $750 to $800, and then they put the coating on it and probably marked it up. Realistically, you could probably get that coating on a knife for an additional $100. So maybe eventually we see it on less expensive stuff. I would like to, and the reason, everybody's like, I don't like rainbow. Balinet Mayora can be apparently any solid color. It can also be polished. So you want a red blade that's as durable as DLC? They can apparently do it red, or maybe magenta. Purple, blue, green. I would love a polished green blade that's as tough as DLC. I think that's cool. I think the rainbow's pretty cool. Yeah, as far as I can tell, this did absolutely nothing to it. I'm looking at it with my own eyes. It didn't do anything to it. We used the porcupine to scratch it. I think the porcupine is 14C28N hardened to 59 to 61. Is that correct? So that's the HRC. If you use maybe it would take something a lot. Obviously, it would take something a lot harder. I don't know what the HRC of Balinet Mayora is. I think it probably is magic. Yeah, scientifically, that's the only thing that makes sense. I think they coated it with magic. Dude, I want to see Balinet Mayora mirror polished. I want to see them go full-on gas station rainbow. That's what I want to see. Oh, there we go. There's a me. 67. Not on the porcupine. Stop abusing the porcupine, you monster. If anybody's got a screen recording application, you're perfectly welcome to screen record that section of my live stream. I don't care if you guys screen record my live streams. I'm not going to do anything about it. If it's helpful for the community and you want to save that clip and send it to whoever, share it. You want to send it to Herman Knives or Polish Custom Knives, that's fine. I'll let them know that I did it on the live stream tonight. But yeah, that's fine with me. Perfectly fine. The best first Herman, the Sting. The Sting or the Slim. The Sting is the just right EDC size. If you can score a Sting for like $750, like that's probably where I would go. It's kind of hard to find basic ones. I feel like they make more crazy ones than they do basic ones. They didn't do anything to it. I gave it a good rub down. I didn't do anything to it. The light purple under the arch nemesis, yeah. So this is one of my favorite knives of 2025. This is the launch exclusive version of the Vandal from Knoll Knives. So we have crystal titanium throughout, but most importantly, we have one of the most impressive double polished deep etched Damasteel blades that I have ever seen. This is insane. I am so excited to get my... This isn't mine. This is the prototype. He sent it back because I needed to do a review on it. He needed it for Blade Show, but I still hadn't done a review. And I wanted to also unbox another version of it because the reveal or the pre-order's coming up. So my review of this will come out. I can't remember what day it is, but you need to go to Knoll Knives right now and turn your notifications on if you want the Vandal. The standard ones come in Vanax. Like, if this is too flashy for you, that's fine. This is a $750 version of the knife, which I'll gladly pay. But, yeah, the basic ones are like $375, and they're in Vanax. You just bought a Sheargrove off Astrum. I'll have to check that knife out. That's it's some of the nicest crystal tie I've ever seen. Like, it's nuts. And those are OEMs by Riot. That's one of the most impressive things I've seen Riot do. It's ridiculous. What's the one above the Nemesis? That's the Alchem. That's the one of 8 in existence for the U.S. market. 24 karat gold-plated Alchems. Titanium Damascus and gold-plated. M390 underneath. Pretty cool, you know? Completely useless, but awesome. As a knife collector, that's one of my favorite knives. I was about to buy a Kaiser Feeweed. The black and white one sold out. Thanks, MC. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I thought they still had some, but I misread the listings before I made that video. I also want to apologize to everybody because the Vombat link that I put in there did not work. The first 5,000 or 6,000 views that video got, that link just didn't work, and I had no idea until right before the stream, so I did fix it. Sharpen it? I mean, for what? I'm not going to use it. It would be terribly impractical. The Alchem is a marketing catalyst for Poikilo. It's Poikilo kicking the doors of the knife community in and going, stand aside. Look what we can do. We are capable of making regular stuff, but we want to flex a little bit. And it worked beautifully because the combined videos of all the content creators is millions, perhaps tens of millions of views, shedding light on the Poikilo brand. Whoever their marketing guy is a genius. Like, obviously the team at Poikilo, amazing. But the marketing strategy, if it was send this to the content creators, well, yeah. Bottom center. They're both Sheargroves. So this is the Tom Mayo and Sheargrove Arctic Dr. Death in Damasteel and Alatex. And then the other one is the F3NS Technicarbo Special Edition in Vanax. Pretty neat. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Alchem is a feat of engineering, not a knife. I agree, 100%. That's what it is. That was a display of power. That was Frieza showing off only 10% of his power. That's what that was. Just a little flex from Poikilo. Under the stitch, what is that? This is... Oh, I mess up the models. The Drifter. This is a Skiff Drifter in Zerkatai and Damacor. And that's the Vanax Core Damacor, not the RWL 34. This is Vanax Core. Here, sorry, I'll show it to you guys. It's a catchy tune. You rewatched DBZ Super recently? I also watched it through with my kids. My son, it was about 4 months ago, finished, because he watched Dragon Ball Z all the way through, and then watched Super all the way through, and Daima to stay canon. And I watched it with him, every episode. Bought the release version of the PMP prototype. Thanks. Cool. What do I recommend as a first Shiro? When they do this again, and they will, it's the Q95 Ursus. The Q95 Ursus is hands down the best entry Shirogorov. It's Elmax, beautifully machined micarta, titanium liners, awesome pocket clip. It comes with the tool, and you can adjust it very easily. It was $660, which is about $400 less than your normal Shiros. Yeah, it's this guy right here, Q95 Ursus. Congrats to everybody who got one of these. These are awesome. But yeah. Is it a heavy knife? I mean, not to me, but like my definition of heavy is over 6 ounces. I think the average person's definition of heavy is probably over 4 or 4.5. So I don't know. It just depends on what you consider to be heavy. Elmax is a great steel. Versus the F3. So the F3, in my opinion, is one of the greatest knife designs ever. And people always misquote me. They think that I say that the F3NS is the best overall knife of all. Like, no, it's not, because it's the base price of the F3, the standard F3. I mean, I suppose you can get the basic ones for less, but like the F3s are anywhere from like the production ones, they're like $700 or $750 to like $2,000 or $1,700 special edition production. No, it's just the design. The design is essentially flawless outside of their useless jimping. Outside of that, though, I mean, it's ridiculous. Thanks for the shout out a few months ago, still growing. A few months ago, still growing. That's great. That's great. Awesome. I'm happy for you. You do have to be here to win, yeah. If I win, can I email you my address? Yeah, in fact, I'll give you my email address. Like, I'll show it on the stream. I think pretty much everybody... I get a lot of emails. I think, like, probably 500,000 of my 750,000 subscribers have seen my email address. So, I get a lot of emails, but I know how to find the winners. I feel bad because sometimes people email me, like, big, long... just saying, like, thank you for the content, and it's super nice, but, like, I can't keep up with it. I try to respond here and there, so if you've ever sent me an email just saying thank you, I like your content, and I didn't write back, I'm not being a pretentious jerk. It's just hard for me to get to it all, but I do appreciate it. I do. I mean, honestly, I truly do. It's just, the problem is that I show my email address during live streams, so everybody knows what it is. We're in the 3rd generation of watching Dragon Ball. That is amazing. 3 generations watching Dragon Ball is so cool. Some new background material, yeah. Yeah, I need some new background material. I actually, you know what? If I remember, I think I will. Dark gray is the way to go for my lighting, but I think it's time for it's time for 2 things. It's time for me to upgrade the intro. The intro to the channel has been it's been what, 6 years? I think it's time for me to spice that intro up. It's also time for some new background material, just because. So yeah, if you've been saying that, like usually people say like, bro, change the intro, it's so cringe, and I say just fast forward, bro. Fast forward through it if you're tired of it, I don't care. But I think deep down, I've always known that people are correct. You got the intro? Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, me too. I recorded that intro on the Apple headphones with the cord attached, with the mic attached to the cord. I did that in a car. I did that in a Hyundai Sonata. Just like trying to time it perfectly. I think I recorded it 30 times until I got it, because I was like, I gotta get it in 10 seconds. I gotta get it in 10 seconds. And I got it in 11 seconds, and so I was like, "That's it. I can't keep recording this." I don't have the Sonata anymore. No. I currently drive a 2025 Sierra 3/4 ton turbo diesel, so a little bigger than the Sonata. But I did used to have a Sonata. A little bit. It's the Sonata definitely did better on fuel economy. It was a lot cheaper car. Well, this doesn't justify the purchase, but I do have kids. I do have 3 kids, and I don't like being crammed. I was crammed in that. I'm not a super tall person, but I'm not a small person. So I did not like being crammed in that little Sonata. I also just think it's cool. Like, I'm not going to pretend. I just really wanted a turbo diesel. That's pretty much it. We are considering maybe down the road, maybe a boat, maybe a camper. It's still overkill. I mean, the thing can tow, like, I don't know what it's rated for, 19,000 pounds or something. Like, I could pretty easily tow a boat, but I don't really tow anything. I just think turbo diesels are cool. I am not 5'6". I am 5'11 3/4 exactly. I did not... God was like, "No! You will not be 6 feet tall. You'll be 5'11 3/4, idiot." And that's where I stopped. My sophomore year of high school, 5'11 3/4. It's not 5'11, it's 5'11 3/4. I'm 6 feet in Doc Martens. That's what I used to say. My brother-in-law and I always joke because we're roughly the same height, but we both know that we're not actually 6 feet tall. So we constantly joke about that. No, it's actually... I wanted to be 6 feet so bad just to say that I could, and I didn't. I never made it there. My little brother is exactly 6 feet tall. He is exactly 1/4 inch taller than I am. You should make your link in the description really off-center to mess with people's OCD, and only gas station knives surrounding it. I've done that before, and it does. People do get bothered by it. Anytime someone says a 3/4 thing, you know they're short. That's being honest, because most people who are exactly 5'11 3/4 would say that they're 6 feet tall. The whole reason I do that is to make sure that people understand that I know that I'm not 6 feet tall. I feel like it's the exact opposite. It's full-on transparency. If you guys meet me at Blade Show, you'll go, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah, he's not kidding." He's right there. If I meet somebody at Blade Show, they're gonna measure me. They're gonna be like, "No, stand up against the wall, man. We're gonna measure." Yeah. The vast majority of people who are exactly my height would tell people that they are 6 feet tall. I don't do that because I'm just an honest guy. You know? I'm an honest guy. I say I'm 6 feet tall at this museum. I had it laser measured 5'11 and 3/4. What a soul damaging moment that probably was for you. That 1/4 inch. Your whole maybe your identity was there at 6 feet, and the universe was like, "No, no." I mean, here's the thing. If the universe is really two-dimensional static or projection, if we are simply a three-dimensional projection of a 2D universe, then height is irrelevant. You are whatever height you perceive yourself to be. So there you go. How about that? Huh? That's what I tell myself before I go to sleep. Well, technically, the universe could be... the universe could technically be a three-dimensional projection of a two-dimensional static universe. So I could be 14 feet tall. Shrinkage, Jerry. I identify, yeah, I identify as 6'1". Oh, that's one of my favorite tunes, man. I don't know what this is. Hold on. That's Gremlins 2. Yeah, Gremlins 2 on NES. I love this tune. It's so crispy. I want to hear this in heavy metal. The pen is the Epica pen from Herman. I think it's like $300. We're gonna have knife guys in here going, $300 for a pen? That's hardly the craziest thing out here. I'm 7 feet tall and I stand on business. How tall is the business? Oh, the Herman Epica pen in Mayora is $480 on DLT. Okay, sorry about that. It's a $480 pen. It writes good. It writes stuff, you know. But I got a watch that tells time, and I got a knife that cuts stuff. I got, you know, I mean, we're in the realm of ridiculous here. You guys will be happy to know that my wife and daughter, who are having a girls' night currently, have decided, because my son is over at his grandma's house. He likes to, sometimes he likes to stay the night. She just gives him candy and cookies. She's the grandma, you know. Both his grandmas do the same thing. That what any grandma usually does. Give them whatever they want and let them watch whatever they want, and that's, you know. So yeah, he does that. So. But my wife and daughter tonight have decided that they are going to each do one side of my face with my daughter's entire, like, the makeup that she puts on for dance, which is, anybody who's got dance kiddos, you know, it's pretty extensive. So each of them are going to do their own version of that on half of my face. So I'm just going to sit there and let them do that. I don't have a choice. I actually didn't get a vote. And then we'll just see what happens. I'm gonna be honest, it's very unlikely you will see that picture, but that is what we're doing after the live stream tonight. Live stream it. It will hardly be the first time that I have had makeup put on my face by my daughter. But I'm getting my nails painted too. So that's cool. Rich Campbell, thanks for your donation. Did you see the Demco 8020 V2 Titanium that was on DLT? They're slightly changed did in the handle profile. No, I didn't see that, but I'll have to check it out. Let me tell you guys, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I am getting the XL. I did find a way to do that, so. In exactly the way that you think that I did. I mean, I'm going to pay for it. I'm going to pay for it. I'm just like, I mean, you can believe me or not believe me, but full transparency. When I do, say, you know, you pull the content creator card, I always pay for it. And here's why. It's because it's the right thing to do. I'm going to pay for it because when I make content, I will make money on that content. So I should be supporting the people making the knife. Yeah, it's not fair that sometimes I can do that, and I get it. I understand why people find that irritating, but I always pay for it. Hey, Jay, can you do me a favor and shut up? Like, that's fine if you're drunk, but, like, don't be drunk with your keyboard. That'd be cool. Everybody else here is trying to talk, so we would appreciate it if you'd zip your yap. That'd be cool. Okay. There you go. Oh, he's in timeout for 30 minutes. Sorry. Just find a carpet square and sit down for a little bit. Thank you. MC, when you shouted me out, it was 800, now it's 1600. That's wonderful, Adventure 50. I think it's funny that YouTube actually calls it putting them in timeout. You're just like, stop. Don't be rowdy. Go stand in the corner. So that's where he is right now. Honestly, he's probably still banging on his keyboard. We just can't see it. It's such a funny... It's such like a unceremonious... It's like a white glove slap to the face. On a 15-minute break. Good luck to whoever wins. No, you'll be back. I'm not gonna draw... You'll be back, Goku. You'll be back. Yeah. I know, like, listen, like, I get it. Like, sometimes people are just like, I wonder what happens. I wonder what his reaction will be if I do this. But, like, why would you throw away a chance to win? Like, it's annoying. It's not an ego thing. It's like everybody else is trying to talk. We don't want to see that. What's the most I've spent on a knife? 6,500. The unnamed was 6,500. But I also spent 6,300 on this guy, and I'm not going to tell you what I spent on that guy because I know the value of it is way up. I know what the value is on the arch nemesis. Butter Ape Blades. Okay, what's this song? Oh, it's a Ninja Gaiden. This is, dude, who was in charge of the Ninja Gaiden soundtrack? That guy's, they were like, we just make it kind of catchy, and this dude like launched a banger. Whoever did this is a genius. This track slaps. GoldenEye soundtrack too. Shiny black lower left corner. Oh yeah, that's the Burn custom swing guard. That's my most powerful auto by a long shot. Overbuilt, it's a 1/4 inch. Oh, that was about 2,500 bucks. S90V. People always ask me what the blade skill on that is. S90V. Keyboard drunk is the most dangerous drunk. I mean, yeah, like anybody can get there, you know. I mean, what, you know, whatever. It's all right. I'm not gonna ban him. It's not like he was saying racist stuff. He's just typing G's and B's. Michael Kalondis, thanks for your donation. It's pretty rare that I have to, like... When's the last time I had to put somebody in timeout on a live stream? That, like, never happens. Congrats on Sarah 50K. Thank you. Appreciate that. Flick knives all night to this music. There's something... Not everybody agrees with me, but there's something about knives and 8-bit music that's really catchy that works. I don't know what it is. It's probably because a lot of us are in the same age range. I'd take a 3D plastic print of the arch nemesis at this point. Yeah. They're pretty cool. This is the one my wife bought me for our 5-year anniversary. And then this is the crazy one. The one of 4. They're pretty nice. Is Apex Ultra Steel still a thing? I have literally never heard of that. What is it? Does anybody have insight on that? I do not know what that is. Standing up above the Microtech? You mean the Hawk? It's a flashlight. It's the Reaver Arm Citadel. Laren Thomas creation. I didn't even know about that. I guess I'll have to look for it. Boy, that flashlight's kind of annoying on a... Sorry, that's just like a bright beacon. What's the pink and orange knife by the flashlight? That's the Herman Slim and Balinet Mayora, which looks like gas station titanium nitride. Balinet Mayora. If you rewind to the earlier part of the stream, I actually scratched this knife, or tried to, with another knife, and it did nothing to it. This is claimed to be as tough or tougher than DLC, and at least with my very simple test, trying to scratch it with the tip of another knife, it did nothing to it. So it appears to be pretty durable. When am I drawing the names? Later-ish. What time is it? Yes, later. You got an 03 Volvo? I'm proud of you. That's cool. And listen, any acquisition of a vehicle is cool. That's a big moment. It does not matter what you drive, but acquiring a vehicle is a big deal. That's a huge... If you don't have a vehicle and then you get a vehicle, it doesn't matter what it is. That's huge. That changes your life. Or if you're just transitioning from a different vehicle, it's always exciting. I think that's great. Good for you, man. I don't know anything about Volvos, but I think that's cool. Congratulations. Gets you from A to B. Absolutely. Here's the thing. If you buy a cool vehicle, I bought a vehicle that I think is cool, but 99.9999999% of people that I pass on the road don't even register that I exist. It's really only cool to me. And that's the case with pretty much everybody else too, unless you drive like the iconic Dodge Viper, or you drive like a rainbow Lamborghini. People will probably notice you. But outside of that, like whatever cool vehicle you bought for yourself, it should really just be for you. I like mine, and I think I feel cool when I drive it, but I'm fully aware that nobody is registered. Like, nobody's like looking at my vehicle. Nobody's looking at, maybe some truck guys, you know, but outside of that, people are just like trying to get to work. Like, they don't care. Excalibur's upstairs in my little rotator. I carried it. That was the knife I used for 4th of July to cut all the, because we do a family 4th of July, and like I like to be the safety guy with the fireworks. I like to, you know, like if we're lighting something dangerous, I like to be the one who does it. And like all of my family and extended families in town, so the kids want to be out there lighting stuff, and we have like, there's like between my family and my brother and my wife's brother and sister, there's like 12 kids. So they're all trying to light stuff, and I like to be out there with them, and they're always asking me, can you cut this open? Can you find the wick? You know, and I used Excalibur for the entire 4th of July. Do I have any swords? I do own multiple swords. I know that they're not like the coolest thing, but I really enjoy Sabersmith. I'm not a sword guy. I buy swords that I think that look cool, so I like Sabersmiths they're my favorites. I'll show my favorite sword real quick. These are made in the USA, and I know they're not period accurate, so sword guys are going to be like, oh, cringe. Okay, that's fine. But my favorite one is this Regal boy. My bronze hand and a half with the green leather and the gold wire here. Pretty sweet. It's a fun one. Look at the pommel. I love that. I love this. I swing it around. Pretend I'm in Skyrim or Fable. And then it goes back in the sheath, and that's pretty much it. I got 2 Sabersmiths. I got the Cold Steel and some other like crappy cheap katanas. Like, I mean, it's what you'd expect. Timascus go to Dodge Stratus. Do you guys remember that time I gave away what I thought were Timascus lanyard beads? And by the time I realized it, because I looked at them and I was like, well, the hole's only on one side. They were valve covers for a tire. Timascus valve covers. And I forget the company, or valve caps. I forget the company who made them, but I was like, damn it. I definitely do not want to have given these away. I would have put those on my truck. I was like, God dang it. I was like, well, I have to give them away now. I don't know who it was Max Ace or somebody. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. I want these. And I had to give them away. They sold out? Yeah. That really pissed me off. Those were some of the coolest things I've ever seen. Now, I feel like the Anno would wear off fairly quick. Like, just with all... Like, think about what those would go through. I don't think the anodizing on those would last a year. Like, not through winter, and... I don't think so. But they were cool. That was a couple of months ago? Yeah. Do I have a night helmet? No, but I should totally buy one. I should do an entire live stream in a night helmet sometime. Can I get a really nice night helmet that looks like my logo for like 500 or less? Is that a normal? Can I do that? I would spend $500 on a cool night helmet. Like, I don't need it to be functional. I just need it to look cool during a live stream. Like that night helmet, almost exactly. I mean, it's clearly modeled after the Dark Souls 2 helmet. But yeah, like, I'd totally do that. You guys remember that commercial where that guy was mowing his yard? He like accidentally used his wife's body wash. It's my favorite commercial ever. He accidentally uses his wife's body wash, and he says something else. He's like, "Oh, I love how it smells." She was like, "That's mine. That was my body wash," and he immediately has to go mow the yard in a battle helmet. Just to like regain a sense of masculinity. He goes out and makes the helmet. He makes it, and then mows the yard in it. That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. That was such a... I don't know who the marketing person was behind that commercial, but that was so funny. No, because I'll tell you why. The only reason the stream's not sponsored right now by Blade Bench is because they ran out of stuff to send me. It's probably pretty expensive for them to do that, and they want to do it when they've got stuff. They've sent me everything, so they gotta wait. Knife throwing into a pallet live stream is a great idea. That's a great idea. The problem is if something catastrophic happens, like if it bounces back and hits me, or you know. Like, I can edit those videos if something terrible happens, but, like, on a live stream, I'm not sure. I feel like that might be kind of a risky deal. There's no midstream giveaway tonight, because we don't have the sponsor because they ran out of stuff to send me. But we'll pick back up on that at some point. But upcoming is the collection giveaway, which is happening sooner than you might think. Yeah, that's the thing, is I do take safety precautions, but like live streaming something like that is a little bit, and I also don't know how YouTube would view that. Like, I'm just throwing knives into a pet. Obviously throwing if you didn't watch that video, Wicked Dream, what's up? Funny Joe, read my last super chat, you missed. God dang it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to miss it. I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention. My bad. Obviously, throwing the Odin's toothpick into a pallet is funny, but it's not safe. I always have to tell my wife and kids, I'm like, don't come outside the house. Don't go near the fence. I'm going to be throwing things at a pallet. Like, it's not safe. So. They had a 3D printed Dark Souls helmet for $90. Are you kidding me? I would buy that right now. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. 900 people. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, it's so quiet in here. Oh, there we go. One sec. Okay. Did I wash? Always. Always. Sandblasted, actually. You don't have a bathroom sandblaster for your hands, you're gross. What's with the numbers? What's with the numbers, guys? What are we drinking tonight? Basic Michelob Ultra. I mean Gatorade. But yeah, no, I don't experiment too much in that realm. It's basically water. But yeah, I pretty much exclusively drink Michelob Ultra. My palate is not refined in that department, and I live in Kansas. Oh, Jim Cox, welcome to Knights Around. Knights Raise Your Swords for Jim. Appreciate that. Oh, I don't even have my Patreon link up. Sorry about that. As if I need... People were like wondering, like, gosh, I come here just to look at his Patreon link and click on it over and over again. Like, what's wrong with this guy? If you want to join my Patreon, it's pretty cool. We do a lot of fun stuff on Patreon. We just gave away... I did my monthly exclusive Patreon giveaway and did 3 tiers. $1, $3, and $5. $1 gains you access to 1 giveaway per month. $3 gains you access to 2 giveaways per month. And $5 or more gains you access to 3 giveaways per month, and they are always premium. This month, I think it was a $250 knife, a $325 knife, and then the final tier was a $350 knife. So, congrats to those winners. We drew those on Friday. And we'll do it again next month. Check out my Patreon. It's linked to the top of chat if you want to. You also gain access to my private Discord, private Patreon buy, sell, trade, and weekly exclusive Patreon content. If not, tonight's live stream is free. You don't have to join Patreon, but it does support the channel, and that's where my knife budget comes from. I will use that money to buy knives and turn it into content. Knives like this. This is probably my favorite acquisition of 2025. This is the Custom Knife Factory and Peter Rizzenti Snafu 4.0 Large in Mirror DLC. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is probably the most aesthetically pleasing knife that I have ever seen. I think that this is such a gorgeous design. It is so perfect. This is M398, by the way. I love this knife. I've been waiting years for an opportunity to buy one. I bought the standard version, and then I begged CKF. I said, please, I'll pay for it. No problem. But they made... Either they made 10 total, or they made 10 of each configuration. And I believe there were 4 configurations. So 10 of this exact configuration exist, and this is one of them. This is serial number 5. So, pretty rare. I think the table price on these at Blade Show was $1,350. Aesthetically, this might be one of the most, like, beautiful knives, just, like, universally. Might be one of the most beautiful knives in my collection. I will not leak the address of the winner. Absolutely not. The address will stay private with me, and then it's not... I don't store it or keep it for anything. I just ship... I print a shipping label, and that's it. Yeah. It's all private communication between me and the winner, and that's it. I have no... There's no purpose for me to use your address for anything else. I will send you your knives, and that's the end of it. Dukes of Hazard, thanks for your donation. Spread the TSA knives around the table. How to enter link for the live stream. So, how do you get my address, or how do you get your address to me? So, when I draw the winner, I will show my email address live. I don't care if my email address is out there for the whole world, but I'll show it, and then you can use it to contact me. And there's always a bunch of people who try to scam, and they're stupid. They don't realize how simple it is for me to know. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the people who do that, I sign them up for so much spam mail. Like, as soon as I find out that they're trying to scam, I just set them up for like 100 different spam newsletters. But so don't do that. But if you're the actual winner, which is very easy for me to confirm, then yeah. The bottom right, that's the super ridiculously rare and very valuable Riot Jack 1.5 and Zerkatai. I think 24 total in the run, but of the Zerkatai, I think only 12. That's a pricey knife on the secondary market. They only sold for $1,100, but if you actually find one listed for sale, this is number 2. This is serial number 2, by the way. If you actually find one of these listed, the price will make you puke. Blue and black at the bottom is the Technicarbo Shirograph F95 and Van X. Matt, welcome to Knights Around. Knights Raise Your Swords. You already want to puke? I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, the table in general is pretty wacky. Like, the total number of knives here and what they are. Like, there's any number of stuff that could make you puke. But I know you guys like knives, and I buy them. So here they are. Most expensive knife you actually use, the Rockstead Higo 2. That's the one I broke the tip off of. That was $1,500. But I do have a lot of $600, $700, $800 knives that I use. Like, for example, I use my Hawk Talon a lot, and I can't remember what I paid for that. I think it was $900. I cut an aluminum can with that one on a live stream. I mean, you know, if you go on Reddit, according to Reddit, I don't use anything. But, I mean, that's, you know, nobody listens to Reddit. I use some, but I collect, like, I'm a collector, so the vast majority of the stuff that I collect doesn't get used. But I do have expensive users. I mean, I have so many knives. I use my Porcupine, and that's like a $70 knife. I like that one, but sometimes I use a $900 knife. It's just kind of whatever I feel like. Yeah, people are constantly irritated about me not using knives for what they perceive as the intended purpose. And oftentimes that intended purpose, thank you for that donation, Clipcast, oftentimes that perceived intended purpose is like extreme abuse. So that, like, I'll have idiot commenters be like, it's a knife, you should use it for what it was meant to be used for. And then you ask them what they think that is, and it's like prying and screwing and all this other stupid bullshit. And it's like, well, if you want to, then you can pay that money for that knife and use it for that. But I don't know why I'm supposed to, like, validate your opinion on this. Like, I own this, I paid for it. If you're not, I mean, like, if you don't regularly buy knives like this, like, why would I even care about your opinion? If I spend all this money on a knife, or anybody who does, number one, what they use it for or don't use it for, it's entirely up to the buyer, but it's not subject to the opinion of anyone. Like, let alone somebody who does not regularly buy at that price range. I mean, it's just such a stupid argument. I don't get it. I don't know where these people come from or what they hope to gain from the conversation. It's just ridiculous. The teal one over on the right is it's an F95. It's one of the lesser F95s, but it's in like a teal Alatex, which is really cool. It's Elmax and titanium. I love this knife. Please don't change the intro. I might take a community vote on that. I might do a poll and see if people want me to change the intro or leave it the same. And I have a feeling the end result of that poll would be 70 to 80% of people in favor of changing the intro. And then we'll have some hardcore older fans that don't want me to change it at all. And then we're going to have people saying, don't put the intro in there at all. And I'm just going to let you know right now, I'm going to have an intro. Like, the intro is a call to action. It's going to be there. But I do vow to make the intro no longer than the current intro. The current intro is 11 seconds. I will not make the new intro any longer than that. Ideally, I would make it less. I would make it shorter. Keep the intro, okay? Well, hey, maybe you guys will prove me wrong. If I get 51% or more on a community vote to not change the intro, I will leave it. I'll do majority vote. That's what I'll do. Oh, no, the what's going on YouTube will change. I'm talking about that thing I do at the beginning. I'm like, hey guys, subscribe for daily knife content. Like that part of it. But me screaming, what's going on YouTube? Mental Complex here, and today I've got another interesting knife review / knife overview to share with you guys. That's going to be there forever. I will never change that. Cementification. Welcome to Knights Around Knights Raise Your Swords for Cementification. What's going on? 1,000 people tonight on a hopefully beautiful July evening. I'm very honored. I'm very flattered that 1,000 people want to spend their evening with me. That's cool. Found another version of the Dragon Lady knife on Etsy. Same knife, different lady. They're asking 80 bucks. Wow. I mean, those are really collectible. Intro done in ye olde English and on a scroll. Kind of funny. Do I still carry the Skaha? Yes, that's in my permanent upstairs rotation. That's my off. I should do a video on that. The knives that I carry that are not part of my review rotation. I have a review rotation, and then I have a personal rotation. The Skaha is in my permanent non-review rotation. If that tells you how much I like that knife, that's it. It's there. The knife I'm carrying tonight is the Stitch, the Ramlock Stitch in Original Goat textured titanium scales. I love this knife. It is clunky. It is ridiculous. It's heavy. It's stupid. I love it. I use this knife. Don't tell me that I don't. It is stupid and I love it. I love this knife. Do I think we can convince Ben P to update the Big Banter? That'd be cool. Yeah, I love the Big Banter. That's a cool knife. Yeah, I'd love to hear his thoughts on that. I'm actually supposed to do it like a little collection chat with him. I messaged Ben a long time ago and I said, would you ever want to do like a casual live stream with me where we just talk about our collections and just knife stuff? And he was like, yeah. And then he got busy and I got busy but I actually would love to do that. Ben is really nice. So if you've ever wondered, is Ben nice off camera? Ben is exactly who he is. Off camera is Ben is a wonderful human being. He's so nice. He's so polite. And he's just like, it's not over the top. He's just a genuinely good dude. I think Ben is really cool. And every time I see him, I'm like, oh, Ben. Like, I see his face on YouTube. I'm like, oh, I want to hear his voice. He's got a charm about him, you know? I watch all his videos. I click on all of Ben's stuff. I think he's great. Huge asset to the community. Neves and I also do plan to do another live together. That is absolutely going to happen. I think for however many years, people have always perceived Neves and I to be competitors, and that could not be further from the truth. I consider Jared to be one of my closest friends in the community. Not at all a competitor. I think that's ridiculous. I don't even know what we would be competing for. I think Jared's a great dude. I think he makes great content. And I also agree with his views and opinions on knives. He also knows way more than me when it comes to sharpening and edge geometry and his content has been a consistent asset to me. I regularly have to watch his videos so that I can understand concepts before I create content. So yeah, Neve's video is definitely something that will happen. Neves is a very nice guy off camera, and he is definitely also no different than he presents himself to the community. He's very honest and very transparent, very real. Charity boxing event versus MC. I think Neves actually did box for a bit. I don't think I'd want to fight Neves. I don't know that that would go well for me. I'm probably heavier than he is, but I don't know that that would be beneficial. I don't know how to box. I think Neves would probably beat me up. I don't know. I don't mind admitting that. I can power lift and be, you know, I can pack on a bunch of muscle. That's probably not going to do much in a fight. I think the internet has regularly proved that a big, bulky, muscular guy doesn't really stand a chance against somebody who knows how to fight, even if they outweigh him by, you know, 30 or 40 pounds. So I don't think I'd want to fight Neves if he knows anything about boxing, because I know zero. But a knife fight is cooler. That's definitely not something I want to participate in. A spaghetti eating competition. Listen, I would win that. If Neves wants to do a spaghetti eating competition, I will win that. I will definitely eat more spaghetti than him. I love that idea. That's a funny idea. And we both wear wizard's caps? I love that. That's great. Whoever suggested that was a genius. Oh, man. What is your 9 to 5? It's YouTube. YouTube has been my 9 to 5 for 5 years. I have structured it so that it is actually a 9 to 5. I actually work from, it's like anywhere from 8:30 to 10 to 5. And then I take weekends off. And I give myself every year roughly 2 weeks of vacation. So it's actually very similar to a typical work day. I've structured it that way because that's how I'm used to working. I do feel very fortunate that I get to do this for my job, because I don't stress about it typically. I'm very comfortable in what I do. I like what I do. I'm very passionate about it. I care about everything that I do, all the content I create, and I feel very lucky. And you guys help me do this. You guys let me do this, so I appreciate it. That's why I do live streams and give knives away. I love it. It's obviously beneficial to my channel. I gain patrons. I gain ad revenue from the live streams, members. Yeah, it's very beneficial. But I do the live streams weekly to give back to the people who supported this channel. I love giving knives away. I have lots of stuff. I get lots of free stuff. It only makes sense that I give it back to the people who created me. The live streams are 100% for the community. That's why I do it. The big boy up top is one of the original Riot produced PMP Alpha Beasts in Damasteel. Only 5 of these exist. Now there are other Alpha Beasts in Damasteel, but of the original that was made by Riot, because the newer ones are made by Fox, there's only 5 of these. These have Mokatai pocket clips. This one in particular, I think, is the second one ever. Now it says 2 of 250. It's number 2 of 250, but not 250 Damasteel. It's just of the total run of Alpha Beasts. There were only 5 of these originally. Same with DM on Herm. A Herman I can buy. Okay, I'll look at that. Thanks for your donation. That's a Fred Flintstone knife. That's the most accurate description I've ever heard of that knife. That is the most Fred Flintstone knife. Oh my, that guy deserves a trophy. Trophy's in chat for that comment. That's perfect. Perfect description of that knife. How long until I draw? Very soon. Yeah, if you're here right now, you're here at the right time. It's very soon. Why hasn't any movie director made a spaghetti western and not have any spaghetti in it? I don't know. That is an interesting question. I don't know. You would think that someone would have done that. Noah Jones, thanks for your donation. Get all the knife tubers, get together and play Wisest Wizard, where you tape beer cans into staffs and smash them together, and whoever staff crumples gets added to the victor staff, and so on. That is an insane idea, and I honestly feel like every other large content creator would be into that. Let's paint a picture here. Who would we want to see in that arena? Taylor Martin, Melissa Backwoods, Neves, at least. There's probably 10 other content creators. All of us with wizard staffs. I feel like they would all do that. That's really funny. Tri-State, I don't really care what their sub count is. I just feel like content creators in general, it doesn't have to be the biggest ones, just all the favorites. That sounds hilarious. Kind of difficult to coordinate. We'd have to meet up at Blade Show. I don't know how if all of them drink beer. I'm gonna guess Melissa doesn't drink much beer. She's in pretty good shape. Now anybody who I say probably does, like it's gonna sound as an insult. I don't think Tri-State drinks beer. I think Tri-State's a whiskey guy. And I bet Taylor Martin is a whiskey guy too, but I don't know. I don't mean that as an insult. I just mean he has a more refined palate. Oh, Nick Shabazz. I guarantee you Nick Shabazz doesn't drink beer, but I bet he'd do it for fun. Sent one membership from Daniel Crow. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I would have a beer with any of you. As long as you don't make me to drink an IPA. If it's not an IPA, yeah. If I get to choose, I'll have a beer with any of you. Who's dry? Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, like I don't want to assume anybody, drinks anything. I just don't know. Cole is dry. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I just guessed. Had no idea. Good for him. That's cool. I stand by this. Good and bad taste is a concept of imagination. It depends entirely on reaffirmation from people who you consider to be, in good taste. Good and bad taste is a figment of your imagination. If you think that Michelob Ultra tastes good, and you're surrounded by people who also think Michelob Ultra tastes good, then that opinion will be reaffirmed. It is complete nonsense. Who cares? Do what you want to do. I let go of that, and as anybody should, you let go of that idea outside of high school. Do what you like. Enjoy what you like, because the opinions of other people don't really matter, says the content creator whose content fully depends on the reaffirmation of his audience. This is irony in its purest form. Michael Calandis, thank you very much for your donation. Yeah, well, you have to be. If you're going to preach about irony and self-reaffirmation and public reaffirmation, you have to be a little self-aware. I discovered you through your shorts, and you're hilarious. You also shamed me because I used to own an Pete. I'm so bad. I'm so sorry. I don't actually mean... Like, I enjoy online banter, and I like to like throw sand at people, and I expect it to be thrown back. But I love that you knew that I was joking and you still wanted to hang out. You're awesome. You're a gem of a person. You're not dumb. Everybody starts with cheap knives. All of us. You're not dumb, Jonathan H. You're a valued member of this community. I'd high five you. I'd give you a hug right now if you were here. You're awesome. I feel bad you had to pay for that comment. I kind of want to give you your money back. If I could literally like give you that, if I could pay you back, I would. I am 99 point. It's very rare that I am actually trying to be personal with the attacks in the comments. It's only with people who are absolutely outrageous with their, comments that I get heated. And I do sometimes, but it's very rare. Most of the time, it's just lighthearted jabs. Jarl Bird, welcome to Knights Around Knights. Raise your swords. Oh my God, it's 7:47. We got to draw for this, guys. I'm gonna give you a moment here. We got one winner tonight. I want you guys to take the time to look at the center of the screen, especially if you're new. Okay, look at the center of the screen. It says how to enter. There's a link in the description. I understand that like there's a lot to look at on the table, and so people miss it. But if you have not done that yet, you are not entered. Commenting in chat does not enter you. You actually have to open the description of the live stream, and you have to click on that link that says enter here. You have good odds tonight. There's only 1,100 people in here. So, I mean, pretty good odds. Don't miss out. This is all going to happen really quickly. We're going to draw, and we're going to be done. The knife was trash. It wouldn't keep an edge. I mean, it's hard because like it's Smith & Wesson, right? It seems like a trusted brand, but then, they're all, you find out, it's like, well, a lot of that stuff is all made in the same factories. What if you had a choice of which IPA? I don't have enough knowledge of IPAs to know what I would like. The reality of it is I say I don't like IPAs, but inevitably, just as is the case with knives, you don't until you do, right? You won't until you will. Eventually, I'll be introduced to an IPA that I like. I just need to be open to the idea that there's something out there for me. And I don't like what I've experienced so far. Hold on, I'm loading the link up. I'm not trying to be quiet. Like, if I'm quiet, it just means I'm doing something. Because otherwise I fill the time with talking. I'm trying to load the link so that I've got it ready. Crispy track. This is Castlevania, isn't it? Yeah. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. One of the most iconic 8-bit tracks of all time. Guys, it's time. It's time to find out who won a $1,000 knife collection, 10 knives. You guys are gonna be pumped to see what's in here. Should I show you? I think I should show you guys real quick. Some of these I don't know the names of. I'm gonna lay this down on all the. I know it's gonna make you guys cringe, but I'm gonna lay these down on these knives right here. So we're gonna start off with some of the cheaper stuff. We have the Kershaw. You're gonna have to help me out because it's hard to remember. It's one of the budget Kershaws with the button lock. It's one of the newer ones. So you're gonna be winning this guy. You're also going to be winning the Civivi slip joint Elementum, which is cool. This is the Sencut Ethereal, Aetheris, or I'm not sure. Does Kyber have an issue with factory sharpness? I don't know. I'm not sure. You win this guy? We're just doing the budget stuff first. I got a lot of premiums in here. This new CJRB with the it's an axis lock, or it's a crossbar lock, but it's also got this tab on the back that you can use. That's pretty cool. It's a recoil lock, right? Not quite a budget knife, but like the O knife Zen. You're gonna win that one too. Pretty cool. Now for the more expensive stuff. The Knife Standards RR Station Compact in Vanax. You're gonna win that. Pretty cool. You're gonna win. I forget which concept this is. Big titanium boy. I tried to. There's a lot of variation here. Big old boy in probably. Oh, it's 20 CV. Yeah. Gonna win that. The Caveman. Pretty cool. I forget which Remet this is, but it's a button-operated frame lock. Also premium titanium. You got the copper, carbon fiber, M390. Very cool. You can use the frame lock or the button to disengage it, whatever you want. Very cool. And then for the really special boys, we have the Hogue Redemption Compact in Magna Cut. Ooh, USA made. Not Hogue. CRKT Redemption made by Hogue. Very cool. I think those are $225. And then we have the GP Knives exclusive. This is the Urban in Rex 45. Pretty good collection here. I think you guys can check me. I think it's right around $1,000. But I tried to give people variation. I tried to think like somebody like me who would collect a lot of different stuff, right? Got some USA, got some China, right? Some cool stuff. Everybody happy? Yeah. This is what you're going to win. I'm going to send it to you in this roll-up pouch. If you want the box for the Spyderco or the RR Station, you know, some of the, or the CRKT, I'll send it. For everything else, it's just a knife. I hope that's okay. If you don't care, then I'll just send it wrapped up. You just let me know, okay? Okay, so let's go to Comment Picker, and we're going to refresh the page. Refreshed. We're going to go down and paste the link. There it is right there. You can check it. Proper date on there. Filter duplicate users is on. Let's get all the comments here real quick. Everything in the giveaway was sent to me for free. I didn't pay for this stuff. It was sent to me for free. That's part of the reason I'm moving it on. We have a total of 1,371 comments. Actually, quite a few people in here. It's about 200 more than I was expecting. We got some people commenting who are not currently here, so hopefully the first draw is actually here. The winner of this awesome collection is 10-4SIX546. Let's go, Chiefs. Awesome. Hope they're here. If not, we draw another. But let's make sure that they're here in chat. A blue tea. There he is right there. There he is right there. 10. You did it. 10, I'm curious. Do you collect knives? Do you have a bunch of knives? Slow down. I want to hear from him, and I'll give you my email. Do you collect knives? I mean, like, is this going to aid you? I'm just curious. I don't care if you have 100 knives already and I'm just adding to it. I'm just curious if I created a rotation for you. Yeah, 25 knives. Cool. Well, you got 10 more. Awesome. We got a knife guy 1. That's what we want. Email me at metalcomplex87 with your first and last name, your shipping information, and you don't have to tell me what you won because you're the only winner. Yeah, for sure. Of course. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Email me, buddy. I got you. I'll have this shipped off. Don't worry if I don't email you back right away. This will be shipped off no later than Friday of next week, or you'll have your tracking number. But yeah, those are yours, man. Cool. I hope he's excited. And listen, anything in here you don't like, sell it. Give it away. Whatever you want to do. These are yours. If you didn't win, don't worry. I give knives away every week. I've been doing it for years. Still gonna do it. MC should make his own Beatitudes book and call it the Complexitudes, Finding the Tenderness in a Hardened Heart. Congrats, 10. Thanks, MC, for the opportunity. Thank you. Thanks to everybody who entered. I know nobody likes to lose. I only picked one winner tonight, but we'll do more multi-winners. And remember, guys, the big one's coming up. Oh, real quick, before you leave, if you want more chances to win stuff, Patreon. I've made it as cheap as possible to win knives on Patreon. Your odds are way better on Patreon. Way better. I think the $5 tier, we only had 213 entries in the $5 tier on Patreon, and you gain access to 3 giveaways per month on Patreon. Your odds are way better on Patreon. But of course, you do have to pay for entry there, so that's up to you. If you want to join, it's linked at the top of chat, and there's a ton of additional benefits, including private Discord, which I will link tonight. There are over 2,000 people on my private Discord, and they're awesome. So if you want to enter for private giveaways, private sales that I do on Patreon, private knife content, all of that stuff, Patreon has it. It's linked at the top of chat, and it directly supports the channel. Or you can wait for my free giveaways. They're free, and I do them every week. The 750,000 subscriber giveaway is coming up, and I will be giving away a lot of awesome knives. So, stay tuned, subscribe, turn your notifications on if they're not. I should really tell people to do that. I don't do that often enough. Where are we at for time? We're probably over the limit here. I'm overdue to go have makeup put on my face by my wife and daughter. So, 7:58, we're good. Look at that, on time tonight even. So good. Let's give away some memberships for those of you still hanging out. Oh, bonus night! You guys are you're getting 30. Here's 5. They refreshed my, I always get 10 per month to give away. I always do them all immediately as soon as I see it. 5 plus 5, and let's do 10 more. Oh, that's only, hold on. No, that's not right. That's not, that'd be 20. Let's do 20 more from me. So 5 plus 5, and then here's another 20 incoming. If you got a membership, you'll see your name pop up in chat, and it'll say, received a membership. You'll get the first month for free. If you choose to maintain it, you can. It's $2 a month, but you're not required to maintain it. Okay, folks, this was a fun evening. I don't know if the 750K stream will be next weekend or the weekend after. Or the weekend after, it just depends. I'm trying to get everything together. But there will be some awesome knives. At least 5 really high-end knives that we're going to give away. Thank you so much for being a part of this stream. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you to my patrons. Thank you to my Discord members, my subscribers. Thank you to my Instagram followers, my TikTok followers. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to the people who don't even subscribe and just watch the content. You guys are awesome. I hope you have an excellent rest of your Saturday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.